You are tuned in to Be Bold Radio, breaking barriers off of lives daily. This is the place for you to learn strategies and tools to turn your business, your dreams, and your goals into a reality. In today's episode, I'm talking about making the main thing the main thing. I want to give you 8 tips on how you can make the main thing and get things done. It's one thing to be busy, but it's another thing to be effective. We can go all day being busy doing nothing, a bunch of nothing. And what I've learned is, since having my last daughter, Malaya, my life has shifted completely. And some things had to change. There were some things that were a priority that is not a priority anymore, or it's not on the first of my list or at the top of my list. So I wanted to share with you 8 tips for me. I am a mom, a wife, and I'm an entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur at that. So I wear different hats during the week. And so it's important that I set my life in order. And I'm not the most organized. So let me just say that I am not the most organized person. And I would never get on here and try to portray like I'm this perfect mom, this perfect wife, this perfect entrepreneur. I am daily growing and evolving. Although I love what I do, I love being a mother and a wife, and I also love working for myself. It is not all peachy, so let me just make that clear. It's not peachy at all. But what helps me is finding order, finding and implementing some type of order in my life so that not only my family is fulfilled, but I'm fulfilled as well, and I'm effective. So these 8 tips, I want you to listen to these and jot them down and try to implicate them in your life starting today. The first one is prioritize what's most important first during the week. What is most important to you? I would take this time, if I were you, to write down the most important things that's important to you. I like to ask my guests, what is the first 90 minutes of your day? Because the first 90 minutes of your day is what shows what's important, and so the first 90 minutes of your day, how does it go? What's important to you? Is checking emails important to you at the top of your day? Is calling your friends, checking in on your friends, most important to you at the beginning of your day? Is meditation and prayer and worship, is that important to you? So what I've done is I've written down the things that are most important to me during the day. What's most important to me, the first 90 minutes of my day, is to get clear, to get centered, and to get quiet. And how I do that is by worship, by reading the Word of God, prayer, and meditation. It's very important because how I start my day, I believe how I started is predicated, or how I ended is predicated on how I've started it. And so it's very important that I find time to get clear, to get centered, and to get quiet before God so that He can lead me and direct me for the day and also for the week. What else is important for you? What else is a priority? Spending time with my husband is a priority to me during the day. I take time to spend quality time with my husband every day. Sometimes we go to the gym. Sometimes we're in the kitchen cooking together. And sometimes we're just sitting watching the game together and eating a snack. That's quality time. That's important to me. Another priority is spending time with my daughters. I love my kids and I love to hear about their day. I love to play and talk with them and joke with them. I love when they come in my room and we're just laying around talking about boys and talking about what happened at school and who likes who and all of that great stuff, and cheerleading and dance. That is important to me. So I find time to get my girls together collectively, or sometimes I'll just go to each of their room and spend like 15 minutes in there with them and talk, or let them talk. That's a priority to me. Like I mentioned, going to the gym is very important to me. So that's at the top of my day. I don't get to go as early as I used to go. Of course, like I said, since having my third daughter, I don't have the freedom or the luxury to do that right now. She's 2 years old now. She's a little more independent. She can play by herself and all of that good stuff. So when she's napping, my husband is still working, and I take that time and I go work out. But I definitely make sure I implement it in my day. So that's the first thing. Prioritize what's important first. Secondly, learn how to make things simple and keep things simple. I like to say keep life simple. Stop making things so complicated. So the way you can simplify your life is, if you go to work, pick out 2 pairs of jeans. Get your clothes out at the beginning of the week. Check the weather. And yeah, it may change, but at least you have an idea of what it is that you want to wear. Clean your closet. And the reason why I say clean your closet, because if you got just way too many clothes, sometimes it can be overwhelming. And to keep things simple, like I have just a few pair of jeans. I got about 4 pair of jeans, and 2 of those are my favorite. So I know I have an idea. Okay, I know I'm gonna wear these skinny jeans, and I'm just gonna pull a top, and I'm gonna get a something like a jacket, a blazer. Got blazers. Pull out the things that you can't fit anymore. Give them away, sell it, whatever. But keep things simple in your closet. And I say that because a lot of times we get frustrated trying to go to church. I know with me, I have my go-to sandals, my go-to heels, my go-to boots. I have my go-to gym shoes. And that's the way I get to keep it simple. And listen, I got 3 girls. And I have a husband, and I have a busy life. I don't have time to be trying to put stuff together. I mean, yes, I do have a sense of style, but I'm not trying to overcomplicate things, and I'm definitely not trying to impress anybody. I go wherever I go. I make sure I'm clean. I make sure I'm tactful and look excellent, but I'm not about to be in my closet or trying to do a bunch of makeup and spending 2 hours trying to get ready. I'm not doing that. My life is just way too busy for that. And so now in my single years, it was different. When I had just 2 girls and they were growing up, it was different. My life has totally changed now. It has totally changed. So I simplify my life by having my go-to things that I use. Hey guys, I want you to log on to justbebold.com and order my latest book, The Power of Focus. In this book, there are strategies that will give you the mindset to achieve all your goals. This is your opportunity to learn my secrets to living your dreams by adopting this mindset. I encourage you to follow my method and apply it for a complete transformation. This is your opportunity to unleash your power of focus and be among the greats. Log on to justbebold.com and order The Power of Focus. Again, that's www.justbebold.com. The next step is to multitask. It's so important that I get reading in. And this is just my preference, okay? You may multitask in other areas. I love to read, but I don't have time to read. So I've been reading or listening to audiobooks. It is so helpful for me. I'm still getting the same information. The only difference is I'm not sitting down reading. I'm still comprehending. I can be cooking. I can be at the gym, and I'm able to listen to my audiobooks. And it's funny because something that I would get done that would take me almost a month to do is taking me a day or maybe 2 days. It just depends on what it is that I'm doing. And so learning how to multitask has caused me to be more effective in my daily regimen. So, hey, you may want to read your books on an audiobook. You may want to, while you're washing dishes and while you're, cleaning the house, while you're cooking, learn how to multitask. The next step is, learn how to set systems in place. For example, meal prepping. I love to meal prep. I love making sure my family eat, but I love making sure they eat good. So meal prepping is very important to me, and it helps me to stay on course with my diet and stay in alignment with how, with my goals for my weight. And so if I don't meal prep, then we'll be spending money that we shouldn't be spending. We don't like to eat out during the week. That's been something that we've just made a common rule in our home. We don't spend money eating out during the week. And it became a rule because at one point we couldn't even afford to eat out. So we were we were, creating meals that we would eat out, that we would, eat at a fast food restaurant or something like that, Olive Garden, whatever. We would create the meals. So that's how we made the rule in our home. And it has saved us money, guys. And so during the weekend, on Fridays, my husband and I will choose a Friday out of the month that we're going to go out and kick it and eat really good. And then that Saturday, we take the girls out, whatever, even DoorDash them some food, whatever. But those are the weekends we kind of let our hair down a little more. We get a chance to relax more. But during the week, we set systems in place for eating, meal prepping our lunches, all of that good stuff. I don't like grocery shopping at all. There was a time I was using Instacart, and it's nothing wrong with Instacart. It's just I like to go to the store and kind of, I guess, I don't know, it's therapeutic for me now. But I used to use Instacart, and I still do from time to time if I just know I can't get out and get the things that I need to get. But you can still set systems in place where you set that list. For example, I write a list for, groceries, what it is, at the beginning of the week. I'm looking to see, are we out of toothpaste? Are we out of paper towel? Are we out of detergent? What is it? I put everything on that list. So when I get to the store, I'm able to get the things that I need to get started for the week. So that's just me. I like to go to the grocery store like on Mondays. Sometimes Mondays, I'm noticing that Mondays, the fresh food is out. Mondays, everything is stocked. So that's just me. That's my preference. But learn how to set systems in place so that you can save yourself more time and more money. And so the way you're going to buy back your time is to spend a few hours in the kitchen meal prepping your food. For example, this week we had egg rolls in a bowl and we had tacos. So the egg rolls in a bowl lasted us 2 days and tacos lasted us 2 days. And sometimes it lasts us a little longer. So Monday and Tuesday, we had egg rolls in a bowl. Actually, and Sunday, because I made it for Sunday because we were in church late. I knew we would be out late on that Sunday. So we had egg rolls in a bowl. We had that Monday and we had it Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, we're having tacos, so we have a choice if we decide to eat out. So it's about setting systems in place. And guess what? Who's not in the kitchen cooking all week, every day? I'm just not doing it. And so it's also important that you set a theme for the week. So if this week was turkey meat, next week is chicken. So be creative with your food, with your dinner. So that's just me. And I'm just not the one that's going to be, over the stove every day. I have so many things to do and I'm just not doing it. So learn how to be efficient in the kitchen. If you are a working mom, you don't have time. There are times you don't want to cook because you're leaving your 9 to 5. You got to take your kids to certain places, doctor's appointments, whatever, soccer practice, whatever it is. Guess what? By the time you get home, you're tired, you're burnt out. And then you got to remember, oh God, I got to make dinner. So set systems in place where you make, a big batch of taco meat, a big batch of egg rolls in a bowl. These are things that I'm definitely going to be doing on Facebook and, of course, YouTube, because I think women need to learn how to save time, buy back their time. I see a lot of moms out there that are burned out, frustrated, going through depression. And I think a lot of it has to do with us not managing our time well. We have to be great stewards of our time. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. We all have the same almost 160-ish hours in a week, so it's important that we use our time wisely. So you're going to prioritize what's important first. You're going to simplify your life by keeping things simple, like in your closet. Ain't nobody got time to be matching all these doggone outfits together. You should have at least your go-to jeans, your go-to sweaters, your favorites, the things that make you look good and complement your body. You need to simplify your life. Throw out the old stuff that you're not going to get into anymore. You got to learn how to make things simple. The same thing with your children. Okay, and then you're going to multitask. You still want to be efficient. You still want to learn. You still want to make sure that you're developing your knowledge and your skills. And so some part of my priority is multitasking as far as reading. Reading is very important to me. Gaining more information and knowledge is very important to me. And I'm able to do that while I'm cooking and leading into meal prep, setting the systems in place. While you're meal prepping, you got to wash your loads. Your clothes could be washing while you're meal prepping. Learn how to multitask, Then the last one, delegate responsibilities. My children, they all have their own bathrooms, and we have 4 bathrooms. So everybody has a bathroom that they're responsible for. And so my husband has the guest bathroom, my children have their bathroom, and I have me and my husband's bathroom. I think it's important that everybody do their part. Everybody has their own room. Well, my kids, they have their own room. I have my office, my husband has his office, and we manage our room. I just think it's important that you delegate, because you don't want to be that frustrated mom. You don't want to be that person. Every time you turn around, you're the one cleaning the home. And then maybe times you may want to use your money to buy back your time. You may want to, get a maid, hire a maid to come, whether it's wash your clothes, clean your home, whatever it is, to buy back your time. So you may or may not have to spend money. I mentioned Instacart. I think it's a great system set in place for busy moms, and I remember before we moved to Charlotte, it was very imperative that I used Instacart because I was still recovering from a C-section and I couldn't get to the store, but I was able to manage everything from my phone. And so it's just, you got to learn how to change with the waves. And so delegating is very, very important. If your kids are of age and they can clean up and they can wash dishes, like my kids have days, they alternate days on doing the dishes. I'm not doing your dishes. I'm the one who's cooking. I'm the one that's preparing meals. So you do your dishes. If you're big enough to fix your food or fix something to eat, fix a sandwich, you're big enough to clean your kitchen. And that's sweeping the floor and washing the dishes and putting the dishes away. Just like that. And that saves me time. Then the last one, I told you that delegating responsibilities was the last one, but the bonus one is giving yourself time to bum out. And I mean that. Listen, there are some weekends we're not cleaning up. We are chilling. We watching all of the shows. We are, binge watching Power, whatever it is. Everything that I don't get to do during the week. Watching The Real. I love watching my talk show, Wendy Williams. Those are my little, those are the things I get to watch. I get to watch, the recordings because I don't watch TV a lot during the week, so it's just important that I give myself time to bum out. There are times that we're just laying around. Listen, we are just chilling. We are getting some pizza delivered, Subway delivered, whatever it is, door dashing it up on the weekend because mommy just wants to relax. Daddy just wants to relax. So give yourself that opportunity to relax, to unwind, to let go. I think it's important. I really do think it's important. Family is important to me. Business is important to me. And I am important to me. And most of all, God is important to me. But none of these things can be important or taken care of if I don't learn how to buy back my time. And that is why I wanted to share this, because life has changed for me. Life has changed and is changing for you, I'm assuming. So it's important that we put these systems in place and make the main thing the main thing. Until next time, continue to believe, be original, and live your dreams. Are you a leader, entrepreneur, author, or speaker? Did you have a lifestyle change that you want to share with the world? Do you have some helpful health tips that could change our life? Well, be a guest on the Be Bold Radio Show. Email us at beboldradio@gmail.com. Again, that's beboldradio@gmail.com.